Hello, Chris Walker with Big Angie Fan Channel here in beautiful Hawaii. Back with another short, one take, one continuous shot video in preparation for my trip to Europe, where I'll be seeing Angelina Jordan, and I'll be wanting to put up videos without doing a lot of editing. So this is just a quick one about feelings and Rabbithole-itis. Several people have talked about how a good method of getting people into Angelina Jordan is by showing them a list of her songs and then having the person listen to a song, by the original. They already know the original and like the original, and listen to Angelina Jordan's version. And the idea is they would be impressed by how Angelina Jordan has her version is better. Well, I think that's a little bit of Rabbithole-itis. It is so subjective, and I think that these people need to maybe ask their spouse or their kids what they think about that, because we are in a rabbit hole where the opinions that we're hearing are just from other people who are big Angelina Jordan fans, but it's not going to be that way with everybody. It's very subjective. Some people are never going to like Angelina Jordan. So I suggest a different approach. The reason for it being so subjective and people reacting so differently to the same thing is because, although I do think that with Angelina Jordan there is this great art that is out there that is being presented to someone when they listen to her, the reason for the different response is because they're listening to it with a different filter. Everybody has their own unique filter of their own life experiences, the music they're familiar with, what they're kind of conditioned to think music should sound like. And because of the different filters, some people are just not going to like Angelina Jordan with one listening or with 10 listenings. But then other people will. So the key is to, not focus on any one person, but because there is that real thing that is out there, I think the best way to get people to see that is to convince them to do a deep dive. That means using headphones and listening to at least several songs and at least several times over. So I have made 2 playlists along those lines. Some that are just songs, others that are reactions, mostly reactions from people who are both having a strong emotional response but that also have a lot of technical knowledge that they can kind of explain what Angelina is doing to produce the emotional response they're getting. And there's also some videos that are more just kind of a historical exploration, giving context about her. But the key thing is to get people to listen to these videos, and I think the key for that is to lean into the subjectivity, to say that yes, even if you listen to this 3 times, you might not get her at all. It's very subjective. I'm not telling you what to like. But since she is such a unique artist, kind of a deep dive is required for some people. For some people, she's an acquired taste. That's one reason for the deep dive. But also, the reason to do the deep dive is that if she does break through to you with this deep dive, the emotional reward, this subjective reward, is qualitatively greater than for other artists. Is that you will, the positive response is something that is of higher quality, as I talked about in another vlog. It's higher quality in the sense that it leads people to do things that they would not do with other artists. Like for me, to create this channel. For others, it's things like listening to her way more than anybody else, whereas with other artists that they are fans of, it's like just one of a group of people that they listen to. a variety of things like that, or feeling like that you want to be a better person. Feeling that she has healing powers, that she's changed your life. So it's just that the potential reward that might not happen, but that potential reward is very, very great with her. So those are the two selling points, that you need the deep dive because she can be an acquired taste, and the other is that the reward for doing the deep dive, if you are one of the people who she can reach, that the reward is so much greater than for other artists. So I've linked to the two playlists, one longer than the other, and so that's about it. I'm already feeling like I want to edit this, that I made too many mistakes, but no, I'm going to put it out as is. And I'll close this video with a shot of this particular spot on the beach. Is the spot I call the sandy spot, because one downside of this beach is there's not a lot of places where you can swim, because it's mostly reef. But this is a nice place to swim, and so I'll close with that. So it's been Chris Walker with Big Angie Fan Channel here in beautiful Hawaii. Aloha.